Now here's the surveillance footage from the incident, and don't worry, it's not graphic, but make sure you listen to this guy's rap sheet and the kind of heinous crimes he's been convicted of before.
This is the moment DHS says an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer is ambushed and shot late Saturday by a man with a deportation order. Authorities believe two men who approached on a scooter were attempting to rob the 42-year-old officer who was in a park with a friend. Two senior law enforcement sources say it appears to be a random encounter. The alleged shooter, identified by police as Miguel Francisco Mora Nunez of the Dominican Republic. Mora Nunez was taken into custody after going to the hospital to be treated for his injuries. Authorities confirming he had previously been arrested for domestic violence, robbery, assault, and was wanted in Massachusetts for kidnapping. President Trump saying on Truth Social that Mora Nunez was apprehended at the border in April 2023, but instead of being deported, was released.
I cannot be clear enough. These are the kind of people that sanctuary cities are harboring. Politicians of sanctuary cities and sanctuary states are willingly failing to do their number one job as elected official, which is to keep their citizens safe. Any policy that allows a person like this, who's not even supposed to be in our country, to consistently commit crimes of violence and then be released back into the streets is objectively bad. There is no nuance. There is no gray area. These guys were just out and about one night trying to harm people, trying to rob people, and clearly willing to shoot and kill people, simply because that's what they did back in their home country on a Friday night. They're bored, living their cushy life courtesy of the taxpayer in polite society, and instead of going out to the movies or something, their idea of a good time, their idea of fun, was to roam through a park and potentially kill innocent people minding their business, just trying to have a good time. This is how the United States goes from being a high-trust society to a low-trust society. When people are scared to go out into public because they know their politicians are importing people who share none of their cultural values or norms and have zero respect for the rule of law or human life. But the Democrats fail to accept that certain cultures are completely incompatible with how we do things here in America. They hold the fundamental belief that anybody who has black or brown skin is therefore a victim and deserving of unlimited sympathy. They're not inherently dangerous people because their culture promotes violence and lawlessness. No, they're the poor victims of white supremacist U.S. imperialism and destabilization. So we have an obligation to rectify that, to invite them into our country, because once they cross the border into America, all those criminal and violent tendencies that they had before were just tools they needed to survive. Once they come here and start enjoying a nice, luxurious lifestyle courtesy of the taxpayer, they're gonna turn into a pride flag draping liberal. That's the delusional logic of the left, and it's been absolutely disastrous for our country.